Helpful hint. If you are having a midlife crisis, collecting pencils is a lot cheaper than collecting sports cars. Hello everyone. Today a look at a unique collection of vintage pencils found by my dad at a flea market, I believe. And this was a series of 12 pencils that are sports cars of the world. And if you can read these, you can see that I have the complete set here, 1 through 12. They came to me in a box, maybe you can read that, from the Ohio School Supply, Inc. in Springfield, Ohio, not too far from the flea market where these were found. So not certain this was the original box they came in, but pretty cool anyway. And there's some extras in here. But let's look at the series of sports cars of the world. Judging by the ferrule, these aren't as old as you might suspect based on the sports cars printed on them. They're still vintage or antique pencils, but I couldn't tell you exactly when they were made, but maybe the cars on the pencils will give us some hint. So number 1 in this series is a Packard. That's a yellow pencil. In this kind of sea blue, we have a Renault. Stutz or Stutz. I'm not a car person, so I don't know how that's pronounced. But that's a curious looking roadster there. Number 4 in a spring green Alfa Romeo. Interesting that some of these are still making cars, but not the Hupmobile. Never heard of it until I saw this pencil. Hupmobile. Made in the USA at some point. So these were manufactured at a time maybe when somebody would still recognize that name. Number 6, a Cadillac. Number 7, and this specimen is apparently warped. I don't know if that's from age or if it came out of the factory that way. Number 7 is a Thunderbird. They've resurrected a couple of times maybe. What number are we on? Number 8, Corvette. Still manufactured in Kentucky, I believe. Number 9, we have Jaguar XKE. Number 10, Mercedes of some variety. Number 11, Lincoln. And the last in the series, number 12, is a Duesenberg. So really a neat set. Happy to have the whole set. Never seen any of these before. So thanks, Dad, for locating those and bringing them home for me. If you're going to start a collection, if you've reached a certain age in your manhood, collecting pencils is a lot cheaper than collecting sports cars, take up a lot less space, and you can kind of combine both, right? So now I have a Packard, a Renault, a Hupmobile. Who else can say they have one of those? There it is. A review of vintage pencils wouldn't be complete without sharpening one and trying it. Luckily, there were extras of some of these pencils, so as is my usual habit, I'm going to pick a green one here. Cadillac, good American car still. Well, I don't know where they make the Cadillac anymore. And we'll use a gentle crank sharpener on this. Takes a point nicely. Certainly a good vintage cedar pencil. Still has a bit of the cedar scent to it. Let's get a piece of paper and give it a try. Whoops. I knew that point was a little too sharp to maintain. As you noticed, possibly on each of these, they're all designated as number 2 pencils. This appears to be a painted on or screen printed on. I don't know what technology they would have been using at the time this was manufactured to get that imprint on there. And in a lot of cases, it's on the edge rather than on the flat. So running them through the machine, sometimes it wasn't properly inserted or calibrated. But that's okay. Nice mint green, a kind of a standard chrome looking ferrule, pink eraser. Not a chance that's going to work. No big surprises in the writing. It writes like a number 2 pencil. So picturing students on the playground at school in Springfield, Ohio, or elsewhere, swapping and collecting these like one does baseball cards, or one used to collect baseball cards. Don't know if that's still a thing, probably not, at least not among kids. Is my focus struggling? Okay. So anyway, I've bunched these up again, but neat little set. Cool to own. I'll keep this set intact and, I don't know, maybe play around with some of the extras here, like this lovely mint green Cadillac Roadster. Number 2 pencil. Made in the USA. Quality cedar. Thanks for watching this review today. Hope to see you here again next time.